Warning, Hebrews Toys Reviews is not intended for children. It is for adult collectors and people over the age of 18.
Hello everybody, Hebrew77 here for Hebrew Toy Reviews, and today we will be looking at Masters of the Universe Origins Stridor. Now Stridor isn't just a horse, of course, he is a mechanical horse of a different color. Now that that's all been said, let's stop horsing around and get on to the review. Here we have Masters of the Universe Origins Stridor in the box. And as you can see, there's a lot to talk about here. This box art just by itself is very busy. So let's go ahead and take a look at it before we look at the actual figure itself. Box art looks very good. It is very busy, as we see He-Man here on Stridor. Fisto, which Fisto was featured on the original Stridor box art, and Fisto was the figure that the Stridor was meant to go with, the original Stridor. So, with that being said, we have a lot going on here. Let's take a look. We have Screech flying in the air, and Fisto and He-Man, of course, on the attack. And up here at the top corner here, you can see that that's clearly Stratos. And then we have the Roton and Skeletor in the Roton. And this, let's zoom in, shall we? This looks like it is Terraclaw's Skeletor. You can tell by the outfit he's got on here. And then of course we look further on the box, and basically it shows Stridor in action, attach, blast effect. And now we look at there isn't much going on the sides of the box, so let's go ahead and turn it around here to the back of the box, where we see He-Man once again on Stridor with Castle Grayskull in the background this time, and the Zoar flying around just as you would see on the toy. And we go down here even further. Does that mean we're going to get the Zoar toy? I sure hope so. And it shows you how to use Stridor. He has two different mask that you can put on him, and down here is a piece that does in fact attach to the inside of Castle Grayskull. So this makes me wonder, are they going to come up with different pieces for these that come with these vehicles or play sets that make a complete floor for Castle Grayskull? That's yet to be seen. And then, of course, you have over here Flying Fist He-Man, Stridor, of course, and there is Terraclaw's Skeletor, which should be interesting. I hope I come across that figure someday. And here are the figures I already have: the Sorceress, which I will do a review on after this, Buzz-Off, which I've already done a review on, Stratos, and of course, Jitsu. So now that we've seen all that we could see really on the box, let's take a look at Stridor. There was a lot to unpack with this Stridor, and I do mean a lot. And some of those things I don't even have completely together yet. Now the original Stridor, there is that. Now looking at Stridor overall. He does seem to have a lot of parts. These guns were very difficult to get pegged into Stridor. And we will look at the comparison with the original animal. Well, he's not an animal. But anyway, the legs on this, the Origins Stridor, do move with a little bit of difficulty, but they are mobile as opposed to the original Stridor, which were just stationary. And with this Stridor, you have, for the first time ever, these reins that I thought pegged into the mouth at first, but Stridor's mouth actually opens. And so that's an interesting thing that a new feature that they brought to the toy as well. And then of course, just like the original Stridor, you have the stickers, sticker panel on the front of Stridor and a sticker panel on the back of Stridor. And of course the original sticker panels on each side of Stridor. You have the literal tail gunner on the back here, and of course Stridor's tail, which is slightly less movable, believe it or not, than the original figure. And like I said, his legs do move. This Stridor comes with a choice of the original, the original looking, well, I wouldn't call it a mask, but maybe like a helmet. And this helmet, which to me, I prefer not to have on him. I prefer the original look. And why are we trying to turn Stridor into a unicorn? He is a horse, not a unicorn. And you now have what appears to be some rockets which go with Stridor. I guess these are supposed to be like, I don't know, fireballs or ice balls. I'm not sure what these are supposed to be, quite frankly. As far as media appearances goes, he was in the original cartoon only once. Man-at-Arms invented him as sort of a companion for He-Man, although I don't see why he did that, since He-Man already had a companion. Now, the original concept of the toy was that he was supposed to go along with Fisto. But in the cartoon, Man-at-Arms had invented him as a companion for He-Man, I guess in case Battle Cat wasn't available. Look out, Cringer. Your spot's about to be taken. And, well, Cringer, quite frankly, wouldn't mind at all. But anyway, and then by the end of the episode, Stridor became a sentient being and wanted to be set free. So that was that, and then we never saw Stridor ever again. Now on the toy line, as well as in the mini comics, Stridor was a companion for Fisto, and in addition to that, you have this stand, which I really don't see the purpose of the stand, seeing how he pretty much stands pretty okay on his own. So I will not be using that. Of course, last but not least, you have this piece, which I think is supposed to attach to Castle Grayskull. We will deal with that in just a minute. Now, comparison time, as we take a look at the original Stridor versus this Stridor. Now, when you look at the two, you really can tell like a huge difference. Well, first of all, this Stridor has no reins. The color difference is huge, as this Stridor's legs and seat and guns are more of a darker color, and even the helmets are different colors. This Stridor has more brown colors, while this Stridor has more orange colors. The other difference, of course, is that this Stridor is bigger than the original Stridor, and it may appear that way because his legs can now be straightened, as opposed to this Stridor, whose legs are stationary and only have like a bending pose. But they have pretty much the same accessories. They have the tail gun. They have the front guns. Now my Stridor, okay, there's the stickers. And other than that, they're pretty much alike. I mean, you could take a Masters of the Universe Origins He-Man figure for an example. I have modified mine by giving him a different head, and you could put him on the original Stridor, as you could see, and he fits perfectly. He fits, in fact, pretty snugly, as you can see. Of course, if I was to bend his legs, he would probably fit a little better. And yeah. Okay, so what I found out is these blue things are not projectiles, but they go on the end of the guns in order to give the guns an appearance of shooting out, I don't know, a blue ray of some kind, evidently. But I'm going to take these off of these guns because they look stupid. Damn it. So now here is my Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull. And we'll see where this piece fits. It fits somewhere on the outside the castle. And I think we have to have it opened up for that. No, wait, I'm sorry. On the inside of the castle. So we do have to have it opened up. Now that the castle is opened up, we will take this piece here, is illustrated on the box. And it just simply slips in to this area here. So now you have a staple. However, Stridor does not fit there because there's not enough head space. So let's see. Let's take a look at the box and see. Okay, see, they don't actually show him standing on it once he's in Castle Grayskull, but this is definitely the place where they show it. So, with that being said, again I ask you, is this the beginnings of a floor, what they have in mind as you collect these pieces for Castle Grayskull? Because that, I mean, that would be kind of cool. You know, you have He-Man and everything on there. So here is Stridor with He-Man in place. And I gotta say, and the thing about this piece is, first off, you can move it over here, and it still matches perfectly. You have an extended walkway. You move it over here. You could put the dungeon piece there, which I know that you can order online a special piece which goes here, a dungeon piece. So I wonder, with the dungeon piece snapped over here, if it will line up with this. It does look like they have some notches there. That is yet to be seen. Overall, I would have to say that this is a top tier figure, despite there being certain flaws. I mean, I like everything about it. I like that it looks like the original. I like the additional features, the reins. I like the fact that the legs are fully posable. I like the fact that you have a choice. You can change his mask. The things I didn't like are the mask itself, that you can change because it just makes him look like a unicorn. And to me, that's not what Stridor is all about. We already have a unicorn and Swiftwind. I don't like these blue things. Perhaps if they were projectiles, I would have liked them a little better. I don't understand why we have to have a stand with him. He stands perfectly fine on his own. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much me just nitpicking. I like this figure overall, and I highly recommend him for your Masters of the Universe Origins collection. Well, I hope you enjoyed that review of Stridor. Now, of course, the original Stridor I haven't actually ever done a review on, so I might get into more intricate details of this animal robot hybrid in the near future. However, until then, just remember that knowing isn't just half the battle, it's the whole damn war. I'll see you next time.